A big topic on people's mind is, will Canadian real estate prices continue to decline into 2023? It's no surprise that the Canadian real estate market has seen quite the decline in pricing since the peak in February of 2022. Since then, we saw 7 rate hikes from the Bank of Canada to combat inflation and to try to get it down to its target of 2%. In this video today, I'm going to touch upon several factors that I think will have a big impact on the market in 2023. But before we get started, my name is Cortez Ranieri. I'm a sales representative here for the Rocca Sisters Team in Burlington, and I make educational videos so people can try and make better, more informed decisions on their real estate purchases. So if that's something that you're interested in, please consider liking this video and subscribing below for more content like this in the future. I think that the biggest factor in this market right now is interest rates, and where are they going in 2023? Will they continue to increase? Will the Bank of Canada pivot and eventually decrease those rates? It's a big question, and all we can really do is look at a few data points and try and make the best decision that we can in terms of where interest rates are going. With the most recent job report that just came out, Canada added 104,000 jobs when expectations were 5,000. So that's quite the miss, and it's not what the Bank of Canada wants to see. They want to see a contraction in the economy and a slowing down of the economy. So now economists are predicting that at the end of January, the Bank of Canada will raise rates again by about 0.25 basis points. Now, in my opinion, this is probably the last rate hike that we'll see, and it won't be as substantial as the ones that we saw in 2022. And I think throughout 2023, we're going to see inflation grind down, probably get to about 3 to 4%. But I don't think that we will see rates drop in 2023. I think that's something that we will see more in 2024. Another major factor that I see having a huge influence on pricing is supply. Now, it's no surprise that supply is very, very low versus the demand that we do see. And especially in areas like the GTA, that's why prices have seen such an increase, is that our supply is just so lacking behind the amount of people that actually want to buy these homes. Now, could this issue with supply that we have seen for so many years actually start to change and we start to see a flood of supply hit the market? A concerning factor that we're seeing is that over half of the Canadians that took out a variable rate mortgage have hit their trigger rate. And that means that their mortgage payment is fully interest. And the only way they can actually combat this is to either put a lump sum of money down, bringing their loan amount lower, or they need to increase their monthly payments on their mortgage. Now, where this really gets concerning, in my opinion, is people who took out a variable mortgage on an investment property, where a tenant is paying a fixed amount that previously covered the mortgage, but now with interest rates going higher and higher and the actual investor not being able to pass on that cost to the tenant because they can't raise the rent, is actually probably going to be forced to sell their investment property. There's also 1.5 million outstanding mortgages coming due. Now, these people were probably paying anywhere from a 2 to 3% interest rate, and now they're looking to renew at north of 5%. So I think this is a cause for concern, but ultimately, I don't think we'll really see a flood of inventory due to the variable rates and due to these renewals. I think that Canadians will be resilient and they will cut back on expenses in other places. The final factor that I actually see impacting the market in 2023 is going to be immigration. So in 2022, we added over 430,000 immigrants, which was a record high. And for the next 3 years, we do intend on immigrating a lot more people. Now, these people do need a place to live and a house over their head, but most of the time immigrants do come here and they rent first and then eventually they buy afterwards. So I don't think this will send the market back to those peak levels that we saw in February of 2022, but in the long term, I do see this as a positive for the market. I think in the near term, we will see a decrease in Canada's National Home Price Index, anywhere from 5 to 10%, because I think that a lack of supply will prop up the market, as well as housing starting to decline because they're not economically feasible anymore for these builders. So in the short term, just do expect some volatility in the actual pricing of homes in Canada. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. And if you want to book a buyer or seller consultation with me, you can do so in the link below as well. Hope to see you soon.